Talking to Lloyd here at the Deming Logging Show Camp. It's a beautiful venue.
Yeah, this is where it all happens.
Now, has it always been here?
75 years it's been in existence.
And how about the festival?
25.
It has been.
Yeah.
25 years, that's a long time.
It's a long time.
Do you remember your first one?
Yeah. It was actually started as a birthday party for a 90-year-old lady.
What was her name?
Excuse me, Helen Walton. And it was held down the road about 7 or 8 miles at the River's Edge Christmas Tree Farm. And then he wanted to do it again the following year when she was 91. So we did it again. And then finally, it was ridiculous to bring all the sound and stage and all the toilets and all that stuff out there for one day. So I expanded it to 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. And those were pretty slim years because there was no camping or parking. So you had to park at the high school and walk over the tracks and all that. And it took me 10 years to gain the trust of the loggers to put me in charge of this sacred piece of property that they have. So this is the best venue in the state of Washington. It's flat. There's a little natural amphitheater here. Got 100 acres of camping. I don't charge for camping. I don't like to be nickel and dimed. So give me the bottom line. That's the price of the ticket, the jams afterwards, the camping, all of that.
Yes, it's got a lot of history. You're right.
It does.
It does. And it was made for supporting loggers who got hurt.
Yes.
Or their widows. And it's a lot of dangerous jobs. So I'm glad they did this. And it's got some nice lighting to it at night.
Oh, it does. It does. It's just such a beautiful venue. The trees. We have green grass this year because of a inclement spring. So, you know, that bodes well for us. You know, we're not walking on crunchy grass or dirt or gravel or anything. So, and the people that come here respect this venue. And I ask them from the stage to honor the history and the memory of the loggers and their loved ones. And the museum building is especially cherished. It has plaques from the last 70 years of the Bull of the Woods and all their dignitaries that have come and gone. And they trust us with that building to have our after-hours jammed and most importantly, our Sunday morning gospel hour. If you want traditional real blues performed by a guy who's a legend in the music industry, Joel Tepp, he was 30 years with Bonnie Raitt as her guitarist and musical director. Another decade or plus with Little Feat after Little George passed away. And he's still called to do dates with Little Feat. But he comes here on Sunday morning. He's dedicated himself to blues history. He's learned 600 gospel tunes. So he presents a message not of the spoken word necessarily, but of the musical word. And it's unbelievable what this guy does on Sunday morning, no charge. You don't even have to come to the festival to go to the gospel service. That's open to the public, as it should be. So anyway, I wouldn't miss that. I'd party less on Friday night. You know, I'd get up, starts at 9 o'clock, right where we had the jam. So it'll be familiar territory for all of you. So, you know, don't miss that Sunday morning gospel with Joel Tepp. He'll come out on Saturday night with his electric guitar and tear it up. And he'll show you the quality of his musicianship and the dedication that he has. So anyway, that's that on the gospel. And here we are with Leo checking out the grounds.
Sinners and saviors, right?
That's right.
So the stage will be over here, correct?
Yep, right over here.
And it's a big stage. How big is the stage?
40 by 30 deep. And I don't know how tall it is. You know, it's got lights and, you know, all that stuff. So, yeah, it's right here.
And you have a lot of nice vendors spaces over here.
Yeah, the food vendors will be along over there, and the merchandise vendors in here. We've got it all covered, you know. Shopping, eating, drinking. The beer garden will be over here.
And you're not allowed to bring you're allowed to bring beer, but you can't take it out of the camp, correct?
Yeah, your camp is your home, okay? It's just like a renter, you know, you rent that space, whatever you've laid out for yourself. You can have whatever you want there. We discourage guns and explosives.
Oh, please, no guns and explosives.
Yeah.
Supposed to have fun.
We've got a good security force to take care of everybody, and hopefully there'll be no glitches.
Are they all volunteers?
Yeah, we have a volunteer crew who's been with us, some of them for all 25 years. We've lost a couple in the last few years due to attrition, bad health, whatever. But this crew of volunteers is the heart and soul of this festival.
There's a couple things here. People ask us all the time, can we have campfires?
No campfires. You can do the propane things,
Yeah.
you know, but no wood fires. And that's just because historically that's the worst time of the year for fires and so forth. So we honor the request of the loggers, and propane things are fine, you know, but open fires, wood fires, too dangerous.
Now, what can we bring in?
In where?
Here, I can't.
Oh,
Coolers?
chairs. You can bring a cooler in, but we ask that no alcohol. It's Washington State Liquor Control Board laws are in effect. We'll have a beer garden here. You can do what you want at your camp. Have fun. No holds barred.
And how about pets?
No pets. There's we thought long and hard about this over the last 25 years, and we just decided that it's not good for the pets. Loud music and quick movements by 1,000 or 2,000 people. Dog fights and dog crap, you know, they're just not a good thing to have around. So to avoid that, no pets. Sorry, folks.
And when can we arrive and when do we leave?
You can arrive on Wednesday, a week from today. Set up your camp, you know, the designated spots. It's no brainer. You pull into the number that you purchased, and feel free to help out. You know, our volunteer crew is aging, and there isn't a lot. You know, Wednesday and Thursday everything gets set up pretty well, and you know, if you can lend a hand, we'd appreciate it. Most people are so gracious to do that. It's not a big deal, you know, half hour, and that, you know, that just takes a load off our old people who are putting this thing together.
I'm done with that remark.
Well,
Is ice available?
Ice is available. We have an ice crew. Linden Ice provides our ice, and we'll have a location where you can just go get it, walk it back to your camp, or about every hour we're going to take a run through the whole camping area and the VIP area and everything, the vendors, and supply them with ice. So
excellent. Wow, yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah, and
nice.
we don't upcharge it big either. You know, we try to get enough to pay for it and provide the gratuity for all of you.
Where's the VIP section at?
Over here. There's an area that's delineated by a back fence that they put in about 8 or 10 years ago, and it's just a natural separation. So we decided that people who want to pay more and get a little closer to the stage with their campsite can purchase a VIP ticket, which gives you that premium camping. You don't have to walk out to the back 40. You get a festival T-shirt. That's $30. Value, and you get 6 drinks in the beer garden. That's $40 or $50, whatever.
That's great. Wow. If anybody had questions, can they email you?
Yep.
And what's your email?
Free, FREE, SPRT, Spirit Without the Eyes, at Televar, TELEVAR.com.
How did you get involved in putting concerts on? Did you put on concerts before this birthday party?
Yeah, sure did. I've done shows at the Mount Baker Theater, most of the local venues over the years. In the late 70s, I worked for Bill Graham at Fillmore West in
What
San
did you do?
Francisco. Swept the floor and cleaned up puke. Handed out flyers. Put up. That's where I first met Rick Estrin, and I remember him clearly. Little bitty guy with horn-rimmed glasses, and he'd come and blow his harp on the corner just before every show, and most of the time he got in free, you know, because he was so cool.
I remember they had the big barrel of apples.
Yep.
And I saw the Bill Graham exhibit in a couple of museums, and he felt as a refugee he should help feed other people that need food.
Yes.
He's been hungry.
Yes, yes. Yeah, he lived through communism and all of that. And, you know, he was a great guy. He was a taskmaster and whatever. But if you were interested, he would mentor you.
Excellent.
And there I was, 19, you know, trying not to get killed in Southeast Asia. And Bill Graham took me under his wing and was kind to me. I appreciate that. And he treated the musicians well. That's a flag that I carry, because he told me, he said, if your musicians are happy, guess what? They'll play the greatest show. If they're unhappy, you know, they'll mail it in and go home. So he hammered that into me. You take good care of the musicians. Many of them I put up in vacation homes with the help of Mount Baker Lodging, and they stay for like 4 days. So when I initiate a contract with an artist for this event, I request or suggest or sometimes demand that they stay here and come to the jams. And at this late date, almost everyone is cordial and loves to go to our jams, which is worth the price of admission, just the jams. Now, you can't come to the jam unless you have a weekend pass. I want to know that you're staying here and not getting liquored up and enjoying yourself and then driving out to risk the public. So. And
it's a terrible road over here, the Mount Baker Highway.
Oh yeah, the sheriff's department, they got their little spot. So, you know, when you when you come here, buy the weekend ticket. Don't leave. You know, if you leave, you risk your life, you risk the community. It's just not good sense.
I like what you said about the musicians, to take care of them, because I've noticed your feelings are family.
Oh boy, yeah, they are.
And I like that, because musicians heal us, help us, make us happy.
Yes, yes they do. And you know, they had the toughest time over COVID. The most brilliant thing that I saw, though, was Chris Eager, our local prodigy. He did this one-take weekly thing where he plays every instrument and picks a different familiar tune every week. And he got through COVID by enlisting sponsorships, giving them the first shot at these wonderful videos. You can see them on YouTube. Look up Chris Eager Band. It's just genius, you know, what he's done. And he did it to take care of himself. He didn't have his hand out, you know, take a bunch of this public money and stuff. He got off his ass and he did something to help himself.
Hard worker.
Yes.
Hard worker.
Yes.
And I always like that term, the hardest working musician in the land, and I see the great musicians do that.
Yes, they do.
I'm so pleased with them all.
Yeah. They give to their community. They do a lot of freebies for nonprofits, and you know, they're always asked to do these things, and very few of them say no.
Good. So is there anything else you want to point out here?
Well,
you should know.
If you look yonder, that's the general camping. And like I said, people start coming Wednesday and setting up their little communities. And this is a calm before the storm.
And it's quiet.
Yeah.
I bet it's beautiful in the morning here.
Oh, it's great. Birds are singing.
Walking around with coffee, talking to each other.
Yeah, and you see some eagles flying around, and you know.
We're pretty lucky.
This is God's country here.
Yeah. Lloyd, this is wonderful, and I'm looking forward to it. And thank you so much for putting this on. and I hope that everybody comes and enjoys it.
I do too. It's nothing like this happens in this community, and the local people, they'll say occasionally, well, I've never heard of those musicians. Hey, believe me, it doesn't matter if you've heard of them or not. You will know them and be a fan for life after their performance.
Exactly, a fan for life.
Yes.
And the music community, it's great to see old friends and meet new ones.
Oh, yes. Yeah, this is a family that goes from one festival to the other in 3 or 4 states and Canada. We have about 30% Canadian. Hopefully, they all feel safe enough to come down. We don't have a lot of protocols to talk about because there really aren't any now. Now, the jam is my biggest concern. Outside in the venue, the air blows by you and so on and so forth. So, if people feel the need to stay safe in the jam, by all means, put a mask on. That's your prerogative, and all of us, hopefully, by announcement, will respect the well-being of others.
Now, is there a website again? Please tell us the website.
BakerBlues.com.
And where can we get tickets at?
Online or at the gate. The VIPs are sold out. We do all those by hand because we have to make sure we don't have more people in an area that will accommodate less.
Good. Thank you, Lloyd. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you, Leo.